Hello, sweet Stampin' friends. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's yesterday. Hopefully you got a chance to rest and relax for a little bit. My husband and I, we went shopping, kind of ran some errands yesterday. Surprisingly, a lot of stores were open. All right, as you hop on, say hello. Let me know who is joining me. I'm Deborah Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And today I have one of the most adorable little projects that we're going to make today. It features the Cute as a Bug designer series paper as part of the Cute as a Bug Sweet collection that's going to be coming to the Stampin' Up! Store on January 6th. So mark this, put this on your wish list because I think by the end of today, you're going to want this sweet. It is too cute to pass up. All right, so before we get into the project, just some quick reminders of deadlines that are fast approaching. One of them is my January Sweet Creations Club. It is going to be featuring the Sweet Bugs bundle, as well as the Cute Designer Series paper that we're going to be using today to make 5 projects, really simple projects. This is a little fun fold card here. You've got this one right here, mainly focusing on the designer series paper. However, you will want to have the bundle, which includes the dies and the stamp set, to be able to recreate the projects just as I have designed them here in the samples, and also to be able to die cut several of the elements. Or if you have a favorite bug set that you want to use, you can certainly substitute with what you have. The deadline to sign up for this Cute as a Bug kit is going to be on Monday. Oh my goodness, it's fast approaching. Monday, January 5th, 2026. And then I will order all the supplies the next day and then ship them out to you should be by January 15th, unless I run into some back order problems, but we're usually pretty good on that. If you would like to, you can get the kit one of 2 ways. One, you can subscribe monthly, which I recommend because one, you're going to save a little bit at $43 a month. And you also too, after 6 consecutive months, you will get a gift from me. And then every 6 consecutive months after that, I'll send you a little gift in the mail. But if you want to just get just this kit for the 1 month, I would be happy to send you that for $48. You can find the information for both the subscription and the monthly in the video description today. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and hop to this because this is getting ready to expire. Has anybody gotten the product of the month? It is a new program that Stampin' Up! Is doing where when your order reaches $75 or more, you can purchase the product of the month for $5. And so the product of the month is the beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful True Blue Florals Designer Series paper. So some other demonstrator friends and I, we got together. There's a group of 12 of us, and we came up with a variety of ideas on how to use this paper. So whether you are a card maker or a scrapbooker, there's a little bit of something for everybody in this tutorial. You can get the tutorial free with a minimum order of $75. Now, I'm going to say the deadline is going to be January 5th, 2026. However, if the paper, the True Blue Designer Series paper is still available in February, if it carries over and they still have stock, we'll see. This may be a tutorial you can earn free later on. So I'll have to come back to you that, but I would say January 5th would be the last day. And this is my project. This is the project that I designed as part of the tutorial. Just really beautiful how it just highlights those blues in that paper. And of course, blue is one of my favorite colors, so I'm a little partial. Did anybody join the craft along on Tuesday? It was featuring the Hobby Haven Designer Series paper, and you can always go back to and watch that. And we made 8 cards. My next craft along is going to be on January 27th, 2026 at 2 o'clock Central Time right here on YouTube. And we're going to make 5 projects. 4 of them are cards featuring the Love Notes Designer Series paper. This is going to be a no stamping craft along. Really simple. We're just going to use the words and the pretty images from the paper to make the 4 cards. This is one you can either use as a gift card holder or a little money holder, or if you want, you can just convert it into a card. And then the last one, I'm really excited about this one. This one's really fun. It's a mini album. And so you can Make this heart theme, love theme. If you want to use it for Valentine's Day, you can, but you can tuck in a little note, or you can add a picture or a gift card for your recipient and gift them a fun little thing this Valentine's Day. All right, so to get, if you would like, anybody is welcome to hop on for the craft along on YouTube, but if you would like to get the craft along kit, the deadline to sign up for it is going to be January 10th. I will ship out the kits by January 17th, and the cost is $46 shipped to you, which includes tracking, and it's going to include some consumables for you. All right, so I believe, yes, the registration link for that is in the video description today. And just a quick little note for those who are part of my email list, and you do want to be part of my email list, especially if you want to sign up for my mystery craft box. These sell out every single time I do them. I'm going to be doing one in the spring, so you want to make sure that you're part of my email list because you do get first priority to register. All right, let's jump into the project today. This is the cute little box that we're going to be making. It's no stamping. It's really simple box. It's a really nice size box. It measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 2 inches tall. You can fit a lot of cute things inside. I want to backtrack just a little bit because last Saturday, for those who are on my email list, I just sent you a free fun project sheet to make this cute little card with that same pretty paper. So I just wanted to show you what the card looks like in person. So if you didn't get a chance, don't worry. It will be in tomorrow's email. If you're not part of my email list, easy to subscribe. You can check out the link in the video description. Excuse me. Need a little bit of water here. All right, let's get into it. So we are going to first start off. I swallowed the water the wrong way. Okay, we are going to start off with some pieces of cardstock. And guys, you don't have to worry. For those who are on my email list, you're going to get the free project sheet sent to you at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's Central Time. So you don't have to worry about writing down the measurements. Just sit back, enjoy, and we'll make the project here. You can just watch me make the project. Okay, that is going to first be, we're going to get a piece of basic beige cardstock. This measures 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. And that is right here, those measurements. And you're going to score each of them at 2 inches. So 2, you rotate 2, you rotate 2, and 2. And then we're going to snip up along the score, on each side on the score line. So I'm going to snip up, make a little tab here. And then we're going to rotate it all the way around, and we're going to, on the opposite side, and we are going to cut up to the score line here as well. Now I do want to do a little bit of mitering. That helps my box go together much nicer. I was noticing Gretchen. Gretchen was asking if the tutorial for the Cute as a Bug, that is going to be the January club. Yes, I will have the tutorial available in my PDF store. It usually will post around the 15th of the month though. As part of the club, it is included. The email version is included as part of that monthly kit though. But yes, I will have it available for you in my PDF store. All right, so next thing is going to be a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. Now this measures 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, and I score all of them at 1 1/2 inches. So again, each side scored at 1 1/2 inches. And we're going to do the same thing. We are going to snip up the side score lines here. Yes, if you ever need to go back and get a club tutorial, I do have them in my PDF store. Usually the easiest way to find my PDF store is to go to my blog. It's simplysweetinkdesigns.com. And you can find the link to my PDF store there. And I have a lot of my past classes there. One of the really fun things, perks for my team, is they do, my Simply Sweet Stampers team, they do get all of my class tutorials for free as a fun little perk, just for being part of my team. Okay, again, I'm just mitering each of these tabs here. So basically same thing as I did for the box base. The box lid is a little bit smaller. And it's also too, it's a little bit shorter. All right, so before I start assembling the boxes, I'm going to take some designer series paper from the Cute as a Bug designer series paper pack. And guys, I have to stop and just share with you, friends. I got to show you this really cute bundle or this sweet collection because I meant to show it to you earlier. So I'm going to share with you this adorable paper. This is what we're playing with today. And what's really cool, well, I'm so excited. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Sorry, I just need to like take a breath here. Okay. All right. So this one has some panels and I want to share with you something important about these panels. Because when you are cutting, whether you're cutting for this particular project or you're cutting for my club projects, for the January kit, you're going to want to pay attention to how you cut that. All right, and then on the reverse, you've got all of the fun, just kind of simple patterns here on the back. I love this one. Probably these three are my favorite, these last three right here. I love how they go together. All right, so that is the paper. And then you have the bundle. And the bundle includes the stamp set and the dies. And what's really cool is many of these dies cut out lots of patterns. You can cut out that pattern, that pattern, that pattern. And I want to say that one and that one. I think you can cut out that one and the little leaf. And I don't think you can do that one, but it cuts out so many cute designs from the paper. So if you're like me and you don't like to color, this is a great way to color and be artistic by die cutting out the images from the paper. And then there's two other things, is this really fun Rick Rack ribbon in Old Olive color. And it's actually pretty soft. I was a little worried when I got it that it may be thick, but I really like it. It's really nice thickness. And then, of course, these adorable, cute little ladybug epoxy shapes. And then you got some clear ones just for some little water droplet accents. So I'm going to keep out these ladybugs and I'm going to keep out the Rick Rack because we do need those. And let's go ahead and put our box together. I want to bring this out because I wanted to share something with that paper. And there was another paper where we're going to get our other part. So we're going to need these two right now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some designer series paper that I've already cut from these two patterns. I'm just going to dump everything out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to cut a piece of the green reprint that measures 4 by 4, really simple measurement. That's going to be right here on the center of our lid. Now, the thing to be careful about is it is actually the reverse side of this pattern. So as you see, here's where I got the green reprint from. So when you are cutting this green reprint, do make sure that you select a particular pattern that you don't really care to use in another project. So I picked out of this corner, that's what I used, and I just cut a 4 by 4 square out of that. That still left me a little bit of this if I want to use it on a future project. So just keep that in mind when you are cutting this piece out from your paper. Now, the other pieces, like I said, this is 4 by 4. Then I used the red check print. They each measure right here 1 1/4 by 4. So we're going to glue those on along the edges here. And then the last thing that we're going to do from the paper pack is we're going to manually cut. I know I said earlier you get to die cut a lot of images from one of the paper prints, but this is actually from this print right here, and you can manually cut out that cute little caterpillar with the strawberries. So that is where we got that one from. Now we can get into putting everything together. So this is just going to get glued right here in the center of our square. And then I'm going to glue the edge pieces. And then next what I want to do is I'm going to burnish each of the score lines. That will give me nice crisp edges for my box. Okay, while this glue is setting up, I'm going to just set that aside, and then I'm going to work on come back to the base of my box, and I'm going to burnish each of these score lines. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've got the two long edges, and then we have our tabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take in and we're going to glue our tabs inside our box to create the bottom of it. And then we're just going to go around each side and glue in each of the tabs. Okay, so while this glue is setting up, I'm going to come back. Let's work on the lid. We've already put on our designer series paper. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to glue in each of those tabs. One more. Okay. Okay, so if I did all my measurements correctly, this should fit nicely on top, which it does. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take this old olive rickrack. Don't ask me to measure it because I have no idea. I usually just work right off of the spool most of the time. I really wouldn't even be able to guesstimate. Okay, so we're going to take and we are going to tie off a bow here on one side. And then what I like to do is I'm going to cut it just a little bit longer than I probably need, because I like to tie a knot on the ends because I don't want this rickrack can fray, and this will help keep that from fraying. And so I'll just tie just little knots on each end. Gives it a little bit cleaner look. Okay, all right, now we're just going to decorate it up, and to do that, I die cut out a large label. This measures, and really it does not matter, it's really to your preference. It's 3 by 3 3/4 roughly, and this is in thick basic white cardstock. That is going to go here on top. I'm going to just pop it up with dimensionals. And I do want to have it straddle my rickrack, so I am going to kind of avoid the middle here. Okay, so I'll just center it right here on the box. And then what I did is I die cut the letter H, my initial. You can use whatever initial you want. I think it's cool to be able to customize the box. And so I'm just going to glue that flat right on top. And then I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. Now, because the tail of my caterpillar is kind of going to be hanging over, I'm actually going to double stack my dimensionals right here at the tail part. And then I'm going to have it like that, just hanging over a little bit. And then we're going to bling it up with these super cute little ladybugs. All right, let's take these. They're little stickers, little epoxy stickers. And so I'm going to have one of my ladybugs crawling that way. And then let's put the other one going this way. And there we go, guys. This is the project for this week. I just love it. I love this cute little bug bundle. All right, so I want to share with you, and I'm looking to see if she's on. She may not be on. Katie, I had posted a picture, several weeks ago of a box that Stampin' Up designed. It wasn't designed by me, it was by Stampin' Up. And she said, are you going to do a video tutorial showing how to make that box? So I didn't make the exact box. Instead, I chose to kind of give it a bug twist. But I wanted to share a similar box using the same exact measurements. Everything's exactly the same. I just switched out my colors, used the True Blue Designer Series paper for my pretty paper backgrounds, and then I just blinged it up with some really pretty flowers. So same exact thing, same white backgrounds, everything. So lots of versatility on this box design. Now I did want to show you a couple of other just alternate projects that I designed one of them, but one of my team members designed, and this is using the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. This was designed by my team member, Nathan Spear. We had done a swap, and so he designed this for some cute little candy pack, and just really simple tag topper. And then I designed this for an upcoming bunko. This is for my February bunko class, and just a really fun fold card using that Designer Series paper. I love those little epoxies, and I love all the caterpillars that are in this paper pack. All right, guys, let's see. Don't forget, Monday is the last day if you want to subscribe monthly to my Sweet Creations Club for the January kit with the Cute as a Bug kit. Or if you just want to get it 1 month, you can also get it for 1 month for $48. All right, guys, we will see you next Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that you liked today's project. And don't forget, tomorrow, one of the special perks of being on my email list is I will email you today's project sheet at 3 o'clock Central Time on Saturday. That is what, the 3rd, January 3rd. And if you missed last week's just simple bug card, don't worry, it will be at the bottom of tomorrow's email for you. So you'll have the instructions to make that card as well. All right, guys, y'all take care. We'll see you next week.